Hello there, it is another day of DC gaming for me, and today we have a new fog event starting. So this is the Starcross Island event, and inside this fog event you can either go for event items or you can go for the brand new Voyager dragon, which I do think is a very cool dragon, but do be aware that you can also get Voyager from collection. But I have made a few event guides for this Starcross Island map, because do not use these buttons at the bottom of the event, and do not wildly just spend your currency on these paths, because you will just waste all your currency and not get a lot out of this event. You will need a map to make your way through. And so in the DC event guide section of my Discord server, I have posted these maps. So if you ever need to download them yourself, or you just want to take a look at any time, you can find them for free in the DC event guide section here. But with these maps, they tend to get updated up to the very last day of the event. So just in case we do happen to find a slightly cheaper path, that may happen within the next few days. So do bear that in mind. I always highly recommend saving all of your currency until the final day for that reason. But anyway, to go through each of these maps, we have map 1, which is the path just to get the new Voyager dragon, and actually you will pick up a couple of event chests on the way through. We have map 2, which is a variety, so in this you can get your hands on the new Voyager dragon and some additional event items, and then map 3 is the path for just the event items. So this will not get you the Voyager dragon, but it will get you the insignias and it will get you the special star chests. So before you actually start spending currency, you need to decide which gold you have in this event. Are you going to be going for the special starry chests, or are you going to be going for the event dragon? So once you've decided what you want to go for, then you can consider which of these maps to use. So if you decide that you're going to go for the Voyager dragon because, say, you miss a couple of resets and you can't really get much currency from anywhere else at the end, and you've got like 5,600 currency, then you'd start in the middle tile, you'd go down to the right, down, pick up another piece, and you just follow this along. So red is the regular path, like those are the hidden tiles that you'd be passing over. Yellow is just the return tiles, because they do cost currency to go over tiles you've already stepped on, which is a big reason why you need to know exactly where you're going in these events, because it does cost you for every single tile click you go to. But as long as you know where you're starting, just follow this path here all the way through. So you go bottom, then you go to the left, we go up this way, we go up, and then we go up to the right. So that is the basic path if you want to get Voyager. And just to go through the total calculations, the amount of fog coins that we can get from resets from this event is 6,000, since we're getting 2,000 currency per day. The starting currency is 700. The amount that we can get from quests, which again, you can see that if we go into the quest section here. Go away, Feedback Hub. But if you scroll all the way to the right, you'll see the Constellation quest, and you can get currency from this. It's 500, and you can get a couple of the event chests as well, the Constellation chests. So you should definitely be doing those quests as well. And then on top of the quest, we also have fog coins available in ads. But from ads, it is a random amount that you can get, because when you're watching your ads, which you can go and check yourself right now, we have the basic coin drops, so that's all good. But then we have these roulette wheels, and these can drop up to 1,000 currency per roulette. So you can imagine that if you get 1,000 currency, that's a big drop. I've already gotten a times 100 drop, which is pretty good. So from all of the different currency sources for this first day, I'm already sitting on 3,100 currency, which is pretty decent. Of course, we'd be hoping for as much currency as possible to try and guarantee event items if we go for those, but that is the amount of currency you can expect. So on map 2, it is basically the same map, apart from the top right, but a few additional tiles that you'll pass over. And so again, it states how much currency, but this one is 7,660 currency total, including return costs. And in this one, you'll see that we get some extra Constellation chests, we get some bonus corrupted insignias, and a couple of extra of the plasma insignias. The only insignias that we're missing are the plasma insignias, just sort of off to the right of this map, but that's because they're ×3 and it would be a little bit more expensive. If you could save up the currency, you could end up going over and passing over them and adding it to this map, but I left them out just because they're a little bit in the middle of nowhere for this map. I guess we could go like an extra 460-ish currency to get them, but it's up to you whether you want to get them additionally while you're going in the bottom side of the map. But that is this map, so this one will get you the dragon and some bonus event items. And then map 3, like I said, no dragon, but you will get every single event item. So that's all of the insignias, all of the constellation chests. So you start in the middle, you go down, we go to the left, top right, bottom right. And this map, I'm assuming there is a cheaper way to deal with the top right-hand section in particular. But when I put the map together, you know, it's like I've been doing maps and maths for ages. So if we do find a cheaper path for this one, that would be fantastic. But do bear that in mind when you're going through this map, that they may get updated. So I always recommend just keeping a note and keeping this Discord server section open. And when we do update the maps, I will update the latest versions to this channel. So I'd say keep checking this for the next 3 days just to be sure. But if you're lazy and you manage to get enough currency anyway for, say, map 3, just spend it. There's not really any reason not to, because you'd get all the items anyway. But I hope that that helps, and even if these aren't the cheapest maps, if it helps people to build on and create other cheaper maps, that's the reason why I throw them out there day one, just so that then, you know, people can work out slightly cheaper ways if it's possible, that sort of thing. But, of course, this just shows you exactly where you can go to get the items and things that you want. So, decide what you want to go and get. The reason why you want to be deciding which path you want to go down is because in this event you can get, you know, we've got the True Love Stars, which we'll get from elsewhere, but then we've got things like Gem Hearts, Constellation Balls, but you can get lots of extra nice freebies if you pick these up. But specifically, if you manage to get every single Constellation chest, maybe some luck, maybe some gem spending, then you are guaranteed 100 orbs of Voyager anyway, which is the reason why if you think you have a chance of finishing off this final collection here, maybe you ignore the Voyager Dragon entirely and exclusively go for event items, because then you'd be guaranteed Voyager anyway. But that is a very big if, and that's only going to happen if you are super active for every single event that's coming up for this collection over the next 9 days. So do bear that in mind. It is there. Not everyone's going to be able to get this final collection, but if you do, you're going to get that new cool Voyager Dragon and loads of orbs of high passion anyway. So that is that, and that is the new event that is ongoing. Of course, we've still got the heroic race ongoing at the moment, and I am currently in 3rd place because we've got a couple of guys on lap 9. I'm on lap 8. But at the moment we are just waiting for our battles to finish up, because yesterday I was quite busy. Day before we made really good progress, but for like one day I'm quite busy. I'm going to be busy for most days because, you know, I do work for like 12 hours a day. But at the same time, we have all of this going on, so it's still an event I'm looking to grind out. I haven't decided whether I'm actually going to go to lap 18 or not yet. Maybe we'll at least make it to 16 as a minimum, but lap 18... depends on how much effort I want to put in and how many gems I'm willing to spend, honestly. But we will come to that bridge later on once we see how active I've been for the rest of the duration of this event. But, you know, lap 10 today should be a nice little goal to go for, I think. I guess we will open up our little chest here as part of the Dragon TV collection, because why the heck not? And I do actually have another thing today to finish up, because I threw her in quite a few days ago. She is ready. Michonne E5 is here to stay. This is going to be lovely, finally having the Walking Dead dragon at E5. Now, you know, the big benefit of the Walking Dead dragons is that they are really good support dragons, but you need existing dragons to be able to support in the first place. And luckily for me, I do have like Corrupted Legend that shares the same arena as her. We also have Nukria that shares the same arena as Michonne. So that's the reason why I decided to, you know, finally opt to E5 her after all this time. So now, once she gets leveled up a bit, we should have, you know, another dragon to add to our golden shiny profile. But I do need to save up food at the moment in case we do the new quests for High Passion. Because if we can potentially get an E5 High Passion from the Heroic quest, plus Heroic Combats, plus the extra quests that are going on, that may be something that I decide to try and pursue, because I do love me just lots of leveled up Heroics, just because, you know, I know that Legendary VIPs have their skills. We've got Heroic VIPs that they're basically Heroics with skills, so they're better than the basic heroics. But if you've got tons of different options for different arenas, I just think that that's like a very versatile way to go through things. I'm also a collector in general, and I do like to pick up the bonus stuff. I just love doing the quests. I don't know what it is, but finishing off the quest just feels very complete. So maybe we will end up going for that. It will depend on whether we go to lap 18, I think, honestly, and whether we can finish off the final collection. But definitely make sure that you are jumping in on this, getting as many orbs as you can. And, you know, if you're going to do heroic combat quests, you might as well get some bonuses out of that quest anyway. So do remember to do all of your quests, including the fog event quest that's on right now. But in general, you know, I guess it's just save up your currency for now, spend it on the last day of the fog event, and keep logging in for your heroic race mainly. I mean, we do have arena ongoing as well. Maybe we'll end up winning Rush this time. The only benefit for me for Rush is just getting bonus food because we can get the XL food box, but apart from that, there's not really much benefit. But my goodness, we have so many of these corrupteds, but they're all at E1. I don't know if I want to empower any of them or not, maybe not. But we will be coming up to the free corrupted dragon soon, so that will be very nice indeed. And I'm just going to check to make sure there's nothing else that I've missed while we're here, because, you know, we've got fog coins on offer, we've got the Titan Wizards, hello again. I don't think there's really anything else new that's ongoing. Of course, we've got Mythical coming soon enough. We do have our ads to keep watching, although I did miss one of the trophies, so I'm not going for the final reward. I'll go for the second reward. But these are all the events to, of course, bear in mind. Maze event, we have Heroic Race, and we have Fog event. That's where we're getting all of those items from to finish off that collection if we're going for it. So yes, very best of luck when you are spinning your ad wheels, because that will potentially determine whether you can finish off certain maps or not. But, you know, we are getting a decent amount of currency this time, so I would say our chances of being able to get all event items are actually quite high. But you'll have to see how you do by the end of the event, and if we happen to get any cheaper pass, that would be even better. But for now, I appreciate you joining me. Best of luck with all of your eventing, and until next time, see ya.